Today we're glad to be talking with Shane Harper. Hi Shane, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks. How are you?
Very good. So tell me, for all your music fans anxiously awaiting your new EP, can you tell us what we can expect?
Yeah, you can expect, a lot of what you've, heard already, like Dance With Me or Just Friends, some of the songs on my Music MySpace. It'll definitely be along those lines stylistically, but it'll be a little bit more kind of like another level up, so you can expect some of those old songs that you kind of know, and also a few new ones, which is really exciting, that are going to be a little bit different, which is nice. So the EP will have some diversity that way, which is exciting.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. And tell me, do you have an official release date yet?
We don't have an official release date. We're looking at April. Is kind of the month that I think we're shooting for, and the exact date we'll know very, very soon. So fans can keep checking back at my Twitter, my Facebook, and everything, and I'll be releasing the actual date very, very shortly. So.
And tell us, what type of sound does your music have?
I write all of my music on the acoustic guitar, so I guess that's kind of its base, and then it has a lot of pop elements to it as far as melodies and then lyrically, so I can stay relevant to the fans and everything, and so I'd have to say it's pretty strong acoustic pop. I think is the best way that I've described it. It's almost like we kind of have this joke, me and my team, if Jason Mraz and Justin Timberlake wrote a song together, it was something like that stylistically. To where it kind of has those pop elements as well as some organic acoustic elements in there as well. So you kind of get this nice, hopefully original kind of fusion of music, which is kind of what we're going for.
And the music you already have, like Dance With Me, it's such an awesome song. Love that. All the music you have, so it's all great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely. And tell me, you just performed with Miranda Cosgrove on her Dancing Crazy tour. What was that show like in Texas?
Yeah, oh my gosh, that show was amazing. I was so stoked that she wanted me to come out and open for her. That was just absolutely incredible. It was crazy though, because a really funny story real quick. On the show, they let me know that I was doing the show. I think only about 2 weeks before, and they were like, "Do you want to go out and open up for Miranda?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, of course." And the show was on a Saturday. The Monday before the show, I got bronchitis, so it's kind of a very stressful week and little to no rehearsal and whatnot. So leading up to it was very kind of hectic and stressful. But I'm telling you, once I got up there and got to play for everyone, it was something else. I've never played for I think that night there were 3,000 people there. So I've never played for that many people. So it was kind of one of those things. It was very surreal and. Getting to play for it was at the Verizon Theater in Grand Prairie, which is an amazing venue. So the whole thing was a little bit kind of one of those things that I thought was going to be awesome, and it was even better than I thought. So it was crazy, and everyone in the audience, they all watched Good Luck Charlie, so it was awesome. So they all kind of knew me, which was nice. We made a connection. It was great.
Absolutely nice. And can we expect a tour of your own in the works?
Yes, definitely. Most likely, I'll be teaming up. The tour that we're going to be looking at, this is the first one that's going to be in the next, 6 months or so. Definitely, it was going to probably be teaming up with some different artists, so that we can, go out together. But I'm sure touring by myself will happen definitely, and for sure spot dates too. If not a full tour, I'll then probably be playing, mostly probably venues in LA and such.
Yes, absolutely. You even did some of the Roxy shows, your first Roxy show in California?
Yeah, the Roxy. That was kind of like our first kind of, let's let him get on stage and see if he can do it. And so that was really fun. But yeah, venues like that, we've talked about House of Blues and, et cetera, just places like that in LA, which we'll probably be doing some spot shows for sure, which would be fun.
Absolutely, that would be awesome. And tell us, like you said, you play Spencer on Good Luck Charlie. What's been your overall experience working on the show?
The show is great. It's been one of the most amazing experiences, actually, thus far in my career, just because of the whole journey we had. You know, I got casted. I've been with him from the beginning because I got to be on the pilot, which is really rare for a guest star recurring. And so I was on the pilot, and you know, so I kind of went through the whole process with them. You know, doing the pilot and having it get tested, and then it got picked up, and then went to series, and it was kind of one of those things where I have a lot of heart in the show, and I'm very close with the cast, so it's very special, and it's just a great set. I mean, it really is. People just have a great time when they come on the show, so it's nothing but just awesome stuff.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite episode you filmed?
Oh gosh, favorite episode. I feel like it's so hard. You know what? I think as far as Teddy and shooting it and Teddy and Spencer's kind of relationship, I think my favorite one would probably be the snow show, the two-parter episode.
Yeah.
That one, I really like that one. I really like shooting it. It was really fun shooting it, but I think mostly just the script and kind of where our characters got at the end of it, and kind of just how it all worked together. I think it was really sweet. I think that was probably my favorite, but it's hard to choose because they let me do crazy stuff on the, you know, they let me and Micah, you know, dance on one of the episodes earlier on in the season and stuff. I mean, they let us do crazy stuff, so they're all really fun, and sing and, you know, all that stuff. So it's great.
Absolutely. I think the fans were kind of expecting Teddy and Spencer to get together and then, but they just left you guys as just friends. Can we expect you together?
I know.
I know, everyone was disappointed about that. Can we expect Spencer in season 2?
You know what, season 2, I mean, it's still, I mean, their relationship is still, it's still very much, and you have to watch, but it's still a little vague as to what's going on. We always joke around on set about how it's this like soap opera relationship. You know, you never know what's gonna happen with them because they've kind of been through a lot, and you know, with cheated on her, and then should she take him back and all this stuff, and he seems really sincere, so it's hard. You know, there's a lot going on, which I think is really exciting because it does give people watching kind of that inquisitive, like, oh, well, I wonder what actually is going on there. You know, there's a lot happening with the storyline, but yeah, I mean, they're definitely still talking, and you know, they have their little kind of quarrels and stuff, but yeah, they're definitely still friends, which is interesting. But we'll see what happens. The writers, I don't know anything. The writers just come up with it, and I go do it. So
exactly. We hope you get to come back for season 2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've already done some episodes for season 2, and I'm going to be going back. So I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, your fans actually, I think, get used to having you on the show, and they're like, "Where's Spencer every week?" So they like seeing you there, I think.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Definitely. And tell me, you were also on Wizards of Waverly Place. Tell me, how did you like playing the character Fidel?
That was fun. That was really fun. I've been a big fan of Wizards. Ever since it came out, actually, and so getting to go on it and guest star and have such a really, have such a kind of a wacky, character like that, was really exciting. I really liked it. When I got the script, I was like, wow, this guy really has issues. This will be fun. And so going and auditioning for it was a blast, obviously, and then actually getting it was awesome because he's a wizard, and it's so fun because the coolest thing about getting guest starring on that show is whether or not you get to actually be a wizard or if you're a normal person. So the fact that I actually got to be a wizard on the show was really fun, and getting to do scenes with David and the family and everyone. It was just awesome, really incredible. They're really great, and it's such a well-oiled machine because going into it, they're in season 4, and I mean they're just lightning quick with everything, and it was actually a really great experience. It really kept me on my toes because they work so quickly and so efficiently because they're in season 4, and it's just like clockwork,
Right, exactly. And tell me, you also have a background in dancing. Tell us how long have you been dancing for?
Dancing, I started dancing when I was 9 years old. So yeah, I mean, I really fell in love with it when I was a kid. I was just sitting. My sister was a dancer. My sister started dancing when she was about 2 years old, and I was always at the dance studio just kind of hanging out. And then my mom one day asked me if I wanted to go try a hip hop class, and I was a little bit against it, of course, because I thought, dancing was for girls and whatnot. And but reluctantly I went in and really just fell in love with it. And I just kind of dancing ever since. And yeah, it's incredible. I'm really thankful for it, because it was one of those things that really taught me the value of hard work and all that stuff. So it was really great.
Absolutely. I remember watching Dance on Sunset all the time.
Oh, no way. Did you really?
Yes, I did. And then I found out it was you in the show, and I was like, I put the two and two together, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe that was you. So.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. I'm glad you watched it. That's really cool.
I definitely remember watching that show all the time.
That's so funny. Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious. We had such a good time doing that show. Oh, it was so much fun. That was just really incredible. That was one of the first jobs because, I was dancing earlier, and, I was working professionally as a dancer, and then I got, for a few years, just dancing for various people, and I did High School Musical and whatever, and then I got that audition, and that was kind of the first time I ever was on TV, like, as myself. It wasn't like a backup dancer for anyone. I was kind of like, I had my own show. And so it was really an exciting experience. And the audition process for that was incredible, because we had to dance and we had to act and we had to sing, and it was one of those things. It's crazy.
Are you going to incorporate some of your dancing in with your singing?
You know what? It's a great question, because we're trying to figure out, because it's kind of, I play the guitar, and so I like to have the guitar in my hands at all times during the set, because I think that's one of the things that's very important. Like when I played for Miranda, it was a very stripped down set. I just kind of had my guitar, and I brought one of my guitar players to do harmonies with me and play with me. So we like to keep it kind of, really musical, so where I'm playing, and so we're kind of figuring out whether or not to incorporate the dancing into the live show, but I would really love to. And I think that what we're going to do is when we get into, with a live band and some tracks going and all that stuff, when we get a full set, I think that we're definitely going to incorporate the dancing into my live music show, because I think I really should, because it's really important to me, and the songs that I have that I can't dance to, I think I really should, because it's something. It's something really important to do, and dancing is just really special to me.